PokeTubers are lying to you. Pokemon loves to reprint sets at the end of their competitive rotation cycle.
Prepare for trouble!
Make it double!
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Team Rocket Joey, yes sir. And today, guys, we do indeed have to talk about SVO1 through SVO4 plus Paldean Fates is about to go out of the competitive rotation in early 2026. So what does that mean? Is it all over? Should you buy now? Is this the last time you're ever going to get? Are they ever going to reprint any more packs and get any more packs of those sets onto the market? Well, I've got some good news for you. Historically, Pokemon loves to inject supply of sets that are rotating out right before they rotate out. So this is what they do. They've done this in the past with Lost Origin, Silver Tempest, Brilliant Stars, all these amazing sets. When demand is through the roof, Crown Zenith, when the demand is through the roof, especially when the demand is through the roof, like it is right now, Pokemon loves to inject supply because they know they can squeeze a little bit more out of the community, squeeze a little bit more dollars into their account from the community. So very big warning and red flag. EZ001, if you are watching this video today, please claim your prize. You are the only person that did not claim their prize, and you got the best one. You won the 151 custom booster box in the Logan's Pokeship booster box acrylic, courtesy of Logan's Pokeship. Use code TRJ for a discount. Link is in the description below. EZ001, please DM me on Instagram and claim this. You have, from the time this uploads, you probably have 14 or 15 hours before I decide what to do with this. I'm not keeping it. Someone's getting it. I'm not keeping it. Oh man, that's actually crazy. Also, who else? There was somebody else that did not claim their Mimic Brew and Eradicate. Make sure you claim that. Everyone else has claimed their prize. A bunch of the singles got shipped out today, and the Charizard GPC also did indeed get shipped out today. Thank you to everybody that joined in to that live stream on Thanksgiving. You guys are amazing. Now, going forward, we are starting today. You're not going to want to miss out. If you missed out on the last giveaway, our next giveaway is up in queue, and this will take place on December 6th, next Saturday. We have 8 days for your chance to win the Mega Evolutions Phantasmal Flames ETB in a Logan's Pokeship acrylic. You also do get a Prismatic Evolutions booster bundle, also in a Logan's Pokeship acrylic. You also get, you don't get the card in here, but you do get the acrylic slab protector, and you also get a shiny app hoodie. Tomorrow's video will be the video that you comment on. Yes, sir. So let's take a look down memory lane to the beginning of the Scarlet and Violet era, since now we are officially about to rotate out of SVO1 through 4 plus Paldean Fates. And what does this mean to everybody? Does this mean that Pokemon's just never going to print again any of these? Well, if they were, they probably already have. We just haven't got them released. And speaking of that, we do not have another set coming out until essentially February 2026. This is prime time for Pokemon to release all of this stuff I'm going to show you today. SVO1 booster box cases, $1,400, up 112% on the year. We could potentially get more. Not saying that we will indeed 100% matter of fact get more, but we could. The booster box 224. I think, in my personal opinion, all of this stuff is moving way too fast. In my personal opinion. Very, very personal. Now, some cards in SVO1, the Gardevoir EX is probably undervalued, sitting at $50. We are down 13% on the month. This is probably undervalued, guys. The Miraidon EX, $24.93, but realistically, sitting in a very good spot. You could probably get this for $20 all day, no problem. Very, very slept on in my personal opinion. The Miriam is literally sitting at all-time lows right now. If you do not have this card, it is probably a good time to pick it up for your collection if you do indeed want to collect this card right here. Next, we have the Koraidon EX, extremely undervalued in my personal opinion. Now, I'm not telling you how to spend your money, but in my professional and personal opinion, this card is extremely undervalued, essentially sitting at all-time lows at $12 and $13. Next, we have Paldea Evolved. Okay, wait, Pokemon Center Elite Trainer Boxes, what? No, that's not what I wanted to click. Paldea Evolved Booster Box Case for $2,400. Very, very interesting. We could get more supply. Not saying we will, but we could. Right before it goes out of competitive rotation, so that Pokemon make sure that everybody gets a equal chance to pick up this box right before it goes out of competitive rotation, just like they've done in the past. Next, the booster box at $380. This was up to $500, and all of a sudden has nosedived down to $375. Now, was $500 overvalued? I do personally think so myself. $380 overvalued? I think so myself, but the market is going to market no matter how I feel. Now let's look at the Magikarp $240. This was a $400 card. It has essentially spiked up and given a lot back. As you can tell, it did the same thing back here in February in the beginning of the year. In my personal opinion, I think we will continue to go down sub $200 for this Shinji Kanda Magikarp. Next, the Tyranitar at $56.60. It is essentially given almost everything back as well, sitting at $52. Is this a good time to pick it up? I don't know. Do I think it's a $50 card? I don't. Maybe $30, $25 at max. Next, the Raichu at $47, below $50 from Paldea Evolved. Is this a $47 card? In my personal opinion, no, because these are all illustration rares. These are not hard to hit. Special illustration rares are extremely more hard to hit out of this set, which is diabolical because the entire set top chases are illustration rares. These, look, this is the SIRs here. This is where the opportunity is in Paldea Evolved, in the special illustration rares. In the Iono, sub 50, extremely harder to hit than illustration rares. Tinkaton, I don't think that, do what you want, but I would be looking at these starters like Skelly Dirge, Meowscarada, and Quackleval. That fool is extremely cheap, in my personal opinion. Next, Obsidian Flames booster box cases at $1689.98, up 145% on the year, which is absolutely diabolical. I do believe that there will be more to be given back to the market. Next, $300 Obsidian Flames booster box, down 10% on the month, which is very interesting. I believe this got up to $350 at one point. It is given $50 back. Will be interesting to see if we do indeed get more Obsidian Flames booster boxes in the form of a reprint. Next, the only card worth really paying any sort of attention to is the Charizard EX, the top chase SIR from Obsidian Flames. It is essentially given everything back, down 40% on the 3-month, which is absolutely diabolical. I was telling you guys I picked this up at $40. It ran up to $126. It was a great time to sell at that time, and now it is given back 40%, down at $72. Now we get into 151. Do I think that they're going to reprint the Pokemon Center exclusive Elite Trainer boxes? No, I don't. $800 is extremely expensive for a box like this, in my personal opinion. I'm not paying that price. The 151 Ultra Premium Collection, do I think that they are going to reprint this box and restock this box? I don't. I believe this got up to like $650. It is essentially dropped off like 80-ish, 70-ish dollars. Extremely good box in my personal opinion. This is and will probably be the best box of the entire era, outside of Destined Rivals booster boxes, of course. Next, the 151 Elite Trainer box. Now, this is where it's getting closer to where I could maybe see a restock reprint. Could not. We don't know. It's up in the air. $373. They could release a massive amount of 151 regular ETBs on the market as a last hoorah. In case you missed out, here you go, market. Here's some 151 ETBs. Now, is that going to happen guaranteed? I don't know. But what I do think will indeed happen is Pokemon will continue to print and release and restock and reprint 151 booster bundles as the form of the primary reprint vehicle, restock vehicle, pack injection vehicle to the market of 151. Now, it has essentially one of the worst Charizards ever made in my personal opinion. 271. It has given a lot back. It was up to like 300. I'm pretty sure it was up to like 320, 340. Down to 215, which is absolutely crazy. The Venusaur EX at 85.36, basically gone sideways all year, was down to 52, down to $70 actually right now. Wow, interesting. It might be a good time to pick these cards up. Blastoise EX, I did just give one of these away in my giveaway. Down 3% on the year, has gone completely sideways. If you can get this card for around $60, it is probably an excellent buying opportunity. Next, the Zapdos EX. We also did indeed give away one of these near mint, sitting at 62.05. It has given a lot back. It ran up to 100, so basically down 38% from its all-time highs. It's a these are looking very, very attractive for me to go out and start hunting for PSA 10 contender-worthy copies and grading them. These prices are looking very attractive. Next, we have to talk about Paradox Rift. 1400 a case, I think, is extremely overvalued in my personal opinion. The regular booster box, $239.99, basically $240. Very, very, very. It ran up to $325. Yikes. $245 right now. Now, this is the only card, and this is a massive, massive, massive mistake I think people are making. This is indeed, my personal opinion, the most slept on card in the Scarlet and Violet era entirely. This is a $20 SIR with all of the future Pokemon on it in one card. This card, in my personal opinion, is extremely undervalued. I do not like Paradox Rift. I do indeed like this card in Paradox Rift. I don't like Paradox Rift overall as a set, as a booster box. I don't like anything about it. This is the only card that I like in Paradox Rift that I think is extremely undervalued. Next, Paldean Fates. This is the last set that is set to go out of competitive rotation. Does not mean that we're not getting any more, and we are indeed getting those great test boxes. Now, do I think we're going to get Pokemon Center Elite Trainer boxes? No, I don't. $349, no. This got up to $500, which is crazy. Sitting under $400. So over 20% correction. If you're feeling FOMO, man, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if we're going to get any more of those Paldean Fates Elite Trainer boxes. On the other hand, $239. Oh, that's kind of steep for a regular ETB, in my personal opinion. You do what you want with this information. Now, I think, again, the main reprint restock vehicle is going to be the Paldean Fates booster bundles. These are sitting at $95, which is absolutely insanity. It looks like it hit that wall at 105 and is coming down. It looks like it has peaked. Now, are we going to get more of these? Hopefully. I think we will as time goes on over these next couple months. Featuring the Bubble Mew, one of the most iconic cards from the Scarlet and Violet era, $546. If you can pick this up for sub $500, it will probably be a good long-term hold, in my personal opinion. Not financial advice, of course. This got up to around $700, guys. It is now sitting at $546. Also, the Charizard EXE Shining Charizard with the Terra Crown that is completely blocked off. Very, very, very wise choice by Pokemon. This Charizard is extremely good. $251.99, but down 8.8% on the month. If you can get this for $220, $200, probably a good pickup. And last but not least, the Gardevoir EX at $122. I remember this was a $30 card all day. This is probably more expensive than it should be. I assume it comes back down to like these levels, like the $100 mark, $80, $90 mark, in my personal opinion. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. I do love to hear your guys' opinions. Do you think that SVO 1 through 4 plus Paldean Fates will see substantial booster box reprints? Let me know down in the comment section below. I'm kind of getting a feeling that if not all of them, maybe 1 or 2 or 3 sets will most certainly, probably, but can't guarantee, will get a reprint. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Again, EZ001, please claim your 151 custom booster box. And guys, get forward to my next giveaway, the Phantasmal Flames ETB and Prismatic Evolutions booster bundle. I will most certainly be talking to you guys all tomorrow morning.
Team Rocket's blasting off again!